Something you should know about leather embroidery. So embroidery on the leather, you need to make some considerations with the materials you are going to use. Hoop technique. Higher quality leathers are not going to run that chance of getting marked by hoop as much as lower quality leathers. If you don't have a special hoop, you can use your traditional hoops. If you are using your magnetic hoop, it's not 100% guaranteed that you're not going to mark another, so I recommend using the muslin and the magnetic hoops. Design choice. Next up is going to talk about design choice. Obviously, we're going to want to choose light designs because with leather what can happen, and you don't want this to happen if you have a very high stitch count design. Digitizing. Real smart embroiders have a super pro tip for you about digitizing. Stabilizer. What I mean by that is just hooping your stabilizer, and then actually grabbing the leather fabric and just putting it on top instead of hooping it together with the stabilizer. You are just going to lay it on top, and how you can get the fabric to adhere to the stabilizer. Needles. Last but not least, let's clear up the debate about what needles to use with your leather embroidery. Now a lot of it will depend on what type of leather you're using, but I did want to talk about wedge point needles, which are your leather need. If you haven't heard of them yet, I want to give you some tips on choosing a West point needle. Leather property. The pro tip is don't leave your leather in the hoop for longer than that. If you have a stiff or spongy leather, then you can use a 75-11 or 80-12 max ballpoint needle on this type of leather because the ballpoint will actually help guard against flagging. Thank you for watching. Check now, paulaleather.com.